everyone and welcome to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to give you guys an updated review of this Bissell Spinwave. Some of you may know that I made a review video on this mop. This coming March would be 2 years, so I thought it's really good time right now to give you guys an updated review and tell you how this machine been holding so far. So if you didn't watch that review video, you don't have to worry about that. I'm going to show you how to use this mop in this video as well, and I have a few dry sticky messes to test it out, which is something I didn't do in that review video, but we're going to do that today. And at the end I have some of my pros and cons to share with you guys. So yeah, we have a lot to get into. Before we get started, please be sure to subscribe to my channel down below, hit that thumbs up, and with all that being said, let's get started. Alright guys, so this machine functions very similar to a large spinning floor buffer that you see someone using at a shopping mall, but shrunk into perfect household size. At the time it was exactly what I was looking for, something like a Swiffer mop but powered. It came with this charge cord to recharge the mop. Now this is a cordless version. They do have corded one if you don't like cordless, but honestly this is the only reason I prefer using this over my steam mop, the Symphony, just because it's so convenient. I keep it always charged, so it's always available whenever I need it. Basically just pick it up and go. Next, we're going to talk about this plastic tray. Now, this is the design so you can store your machine nice and neat. So if you can find a spot in your home where you have an outlet so you can plug the machine and charge it while it's sitting, that would be perfect. This mop also came with 2 sets of pads, 2 scrubby and 2 soft. You can purchase extra online, which I did. I got some from Amazon because it's very important when you're using these types of mop to change the pads very frequently. I would say at least after each room, so you're not just smearing around the dirt. When the pads get so like dirty and wet, they don't pick up anymore. You're just going to smear around the dirt, and it's just not good. Every time you see your pads getting wet and dirty, you just change them. Like I said, at least after each room. That's how you get nice clean floors. Now, I did show this in my last video. To line the pad perfectly on this mop, you just place them on this tray like this, and then you put the mop on top like that, so they are perfectly lined. I do love how the pad extends past the frame of the mop. This makes it clean along the edges, the trim and baseboard very nicely, and so you're not missing anything getting cleaned except for the corners. It doesn't really get the corners. Now the water tank is here in the front. It's very easy to remove. You just pull it up and you can fill it up, and then it's just as easy to put back, just like that, and push it in. But I do like how it has a large capacity water reservoir. Surprisingly, you can do a lot of area without having to refill your tank, and if I have any left over, I just leave it in the machine, and so far so good. I don't have any problem, no dripping, no leaking, nothing like that. Now Bissell cleaner, I do like their cleaner. They do have this disinfectant one, sanitizing floor cleaner, and I like them. They smell wonderful. But I also like to mix my own ingredients and make solution, like using all natural things and essential oils, and that worked great as well. You can just use just water too. If your floor aren't that dirty, just use water, it's fine. They do recommend distilled water. I used tap water before, and honestly that seems to work just as fine too. But I would say if you are going to mix your own solution, avoid anything that creates like soapy bubbles. You don't want that, but any regular floor cleaner would work just as fine, like this one, Buna, I think it's called. So yeah, just anything like that would work in this machine, which I love about it. But I have to say also, if you are going to put solution, you don't need that much, because you're not going to rinse it. You're going to just leave it to dry. So if you put too much solution, it's just going to leave like swirl marks on your floor. They don't look great, and let me tell you, it makes your floor get dirty faster. I should mention too that you should vacuum your floor or give it a good sweep, because this mop doesn't really pick up any crumbs or any loose stuff like that. It's just going to throw it around. So just give your floor a good vacuum or a good sweep before you start mopping. Honestly, it's super easy and simple to use this mop. After you attach the washable pads to the bottom, you have two buttons, one to turn the machine on and off and one to spray the water. That's it. I really like the spray button because you can control how much water you want. You can quickly tap it if you want just a small burst of water and solution, or you can push and hold it if you want more liquid for more like heavy duty jobs. But remember, this mop doesn't suck the water back up of the floor. All it does is spinning the baths underneath, so go easy on the water unless you want a lick like this. I also like that it won't start spinning until you recline the handle, so you don't have to worry about it taking off before you're ready. So when you start it and recline the handle, it basically goes by itself due to the spinning action. It just starts to pull away from you. You don't even need to push it like other mops, but at the same time it's not that difficult to control. Okay guys, so right now to test it out, I have some sriracha over here and soy sauce over here, and they're both dry. I'll show you. Like, see, it's totally dry. It's been sitting here like for 3 or 4 hours, and the soy sauce is also dry. So we're gonna test it out right now and see this mop how it's going to do with this mess. For sticky messes, sometimes you have to go over it a few times to get it up, but still like way nicer than just sitting there and scrubbing it by hand. And if you have a very dry, sticky messes, you can spray it little, if you spray it with the water and solution and have one of the bags just spin on it for like a few seconds. It has some power, so make sure to keep a hold of the handle, but that should take care of the mess. Okay guys, so here where the mess was, we have the sriracha over here, the soy sauce over here. Like you guys saw, the sriracha was a little tough. It took a few times to get it off, but it looks nice right now. It looks all clean. But we're gonna do the paper towel test. This is just a wet paper towel. I wet it with only water, and we're gonna just go over it right now and see if we have any residue. Alright, I can't see anything actually. It looks nice. So let's try the sriracha side. The camera can't seem to pick it up, but I can see a little tiny bit of red from the red sriracha sauce. And on this side, this is the side I went over it second time, so this looks nice. So yeah, not bad, huh? And the pads, they can be easily removed and thrown in your washing machine. Overall, does a great job on polishing your floor and giving it the same cleaning that you would get with the Swiffer mop. With that being said, the cleaning power isn't the same as scrubbing the floors yourself on your hands and knees, and that would take me to our pros and cons. Let's start with my pros first. Now, I really like how simple and easy to use this mop. It's very low maintenance, and I like that you can put whatever solution you want in the tank. Also, it's very lightweight. I can take it up and down stairs. It has a hopper handle here in the back, which is very handy. And lastly, you guys know I love that it is cordless. It's so convenient and I can take it everywhere, so hey, that's a huge plus for me. And now for my cons, I have to start with the battery, or the charge I should say, because this machine doesn't have a removable battery and the charge doesn't last that long, about 20 minutes. I really wish it has a removable battery. I have different mop, my Hoover, which has different removable battery. I can take out and place it wherever is convenient for me to charge it, on my kitchen counter, in the bathroom, away from the main unit. But that's not the case with this mop. You guys saw I have to really plug the entire unit to charge it, and that could be inconvenient because that really means you have to find a place to store it where it has a plug. Plus, if you have a removable battery, you can have two batteries because you can purchase an extra one and have it on hand. So if you run out of time while you're mopping, you can just take the old battery out, swap in a fresh full battery, and continue mopping. And guess what? If the battery wear down, you can just simply replace it and you don't have to replace an entire unit. But I have to say or mention that this machine comes corded, so if this is a problem, you can just get the corded version. And number two, as I mentioned, it doesn't reach the corners. I really hate that I have to do my corners separately. After each mop session, I have to grab a wet microfiber cloth and go around just wiping down my corners. And you guys know most of the dirt actually accumulate in the corners. I know it's not like that deal breaker for me, but it is worth to mention. Number three, I wish it had different speed options to choose from. Sometimes I feel it is too fast, spinning too fast, and sometimes I feel it's too low. I wish I can control the speed on this mop. And lastly, I really don't think it really scrub your floor and deep clean them, or it doesn't scrub the grouts. But to be fair, I have a lot of mops, you guys probably know that by now. None of them clean the grouts. For the grouts, you really need to get on your hands and knees and scrub them with a toothbrush and like good cleaner. I actually have a video on how to clean your grouts. I'll leave it linked down below. But other than that, like I said, doesn't scrub and deep clean your floor. Like it's not going to cut through the grease or the hardened old food or dirt that's stuck on your floor. For example, I won't recommend it for fast food restaurant where the floor always very greasy and sticky. But overall, it's a great mop for quick light cleaning, but if you are looking for like real deep cleaning, maybe it's not what you need. But that does it for this video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I answered all of your questions, but if I didn't, and if you have any other questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe before you leave and give this video a thumbs up. I will see you in my next one. Bye.